love that I don't honestly have to depend on a teammate or nobody else to, make the decisions. It's my coaches, but I'm in there fighting, and for me to be able to wake up in the morning and go run by myself, I can do strength and conditioning, with my team, but I'm gonna be putting in the work and just being the solo sport, I don't have to depend on nobody and I can make my own decisions and I just love the hard work and dedication as well with it though.
I just love boxing on a whole, but probably one of the main things I love about it is just the sheer respect given and gained. It's like I said in one of the previous questions, like you can knock 10 bells out of each other, and then you're having a pitch together afterwards. You're having a chat and you're having a drink together, and obviously water, not a beer. You're having a laugh together, and like I say, it's good as well knowing that, like, for me, I was ranked 14 in Britain. I'm ranked 14 in Britain at something I was, but I'm like, whoa, it's mad to put into words. It's like boxing's just one of them sports. I've been involved in a lot of sports. I've always been sporty, but nothing compares to it. It's just one of them sports where unless you've actually experienced it, unless you've actually ever competed or trained in a boxing gym with the lads and girls, obviously you'll never quite understand. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. It kind of grips you. It's just very gripping.
When I first met my manager, Steve was like, "You're a pharmacist. Why do you want to do boxing?" But I think like all boxers will probably say the same as me. Like you literally fall in love with the support. It's a massive community and it's a massive support system. You know, I started the sport because I wanted to lose weight and I didn't want to know that I was losing weight. Like when you go on the treadmill, you know you're running and it's not motivational. Whereas with boxing, you're working towards something and you've got all your teammates supporting you and all your friends and family coming to watch you. And it is like an art. Like people say, oh, it's so brutal and stuff like that. It's not. It's the art of hitting and not being hit. And sometimes when you throw shots, like I've been sparring with Ross sometimes and I've caught him with an uppercut and I'm like, that was beautiful. I wish someone was videoing me when I did that. But yeah, so it's probably what the same as any boxer would say. It's just an amazing sport. And once you get involved, like you're in it for life kind of thing.
My love for the sport, honestly, like it's just my big love for the sport and what I learned from the sport outside of just, the boxing, just the decisions and, the fighting. Like I learned a lot of real life, lessons about, independency, you can't blame anybody else for losing a fight. That's your fault. I can't pass the ball to this person. I can't, this is not a team sport. Like, so I'm not knocking anybody that does team sports, but I just feel like you build more of an independent attitude when you're a boxer because it's literally mano a mano, it's one-on-one. Patience, by me being a boxer puncher, I learned a lot of patience, making 3 and 4 or 5, thinking about my moves 5 or 6 steps ahead of my opponent, things like that help me in my everyday life. So that's one of the main reasons why I've stayed on boxing.
I think it is the part that I need to work with myself the whole time. It requires that you are ready to develop. If you want to become a good boxer, you have to be ready to develop. You have to be ready to take the step out of the comfort zone the whole time. And also what I love about it, like Julie was talking about, it's a family. You can go in the ring and you can box and it can be tough and you can say you hate each other in the ring, but when you come outside the ring, you're good friends and you can talk. Everything is about in the ring, and when you step out from the ring, it's like what was in the ring, it stays in the ring. And I think that is what I like. There's no hate. There's no. I don't see there's any racism either, or there's no talking about if you are homosexual or anything. It's like that. You are a boxer like everybody else. It's like being in the military. You are a soldier when you're in the military, and here in the boxing world, you are a boxer.
According to my experience, like boxing is physically, mentally, and I think best place to socialize also. Like in boxing gym, like people come from different places, different men, and all at the same time. And coming at the gym, they socialize. Uh, they they will socialize good. And the best thing of like boxing is like people get like so close. Yeah, I can feel it like in my gym.
Comes across, Q, is your passion and drive for this sport of boxing. What is it about this sport that gives you that? It is a tough sport, like you said. What is it?
Yeah. It's just developing people, mate. You know, not just for them to become a national champion, but just, you know, there's kids there and they're not in boxing. They're not, you know, there's 18 children out there, and they're between the age of 7 and 13, loving it, and they're being taught at their level. They're being given a program that they can adhere to and do, and they're making friends. You know, they're running around the block. They're playing stuck in the mud. They're sat chatting. They're having a fruit break. They're talking about anatomy. They're talking about you know, the bicep, the tricep, the humerus. They're getting up and going into work, knowing that you're going to, you know, develop and change lives is priceless, mate. Isn't it? Priceless. We're blessed.
Just the glory it gives me, and the feeling that I get from winning, and you know, all the hard work that I put in, and thriving off of it. And then once I accomplish the goals that I set for myself, it's just like, it's just the sense of satisfaction I get from the sport.
Wow, boxing. The most important thing to me that I love most in boxing is the discipline. You know, for me personally, boxing has helped reshape my life. Maybe I wouldn't have been where I am today. I might just because I was born in a slum of Lagos. That was where I was born. That was where I grew up. So, but boxing changed my direction from all the other ways that I actually have gone through. So it was even boxing that refined me to the level that, okay, I also need to get education. You know, when you don't have parents who can support you financially, so boxing has really helped me. That's motivated me. And when I keep watching the likes of Muhammad Ali, Hagler, and David A., the recent ones, and Mike Tyson, I keep thinking within myself that I can do it. So when I stop boxing, I know I can still do better. So the discipline in boxing has been a very great source of motivation to me, and it has helped me to where I am today.
I got to ask this question recently as well about the impact of boxing, because if you think about boxing, it's just, people think it's thugs and brutality and stuff like that, but it's about respect, it's about discipline. And obviously you observe our boxing session tonight, and you tell me one thug in there, or one person who doesn't listen to us, or one person who continually just is a nightmare. We don't have them because it teaches discipline, it teaches respect, and obviously you've got your fitness side of it as well, but not just that, it gives people a purpose as well, so it gives people a goal and an aim in life as well. So
I love it as a sport. Like, you know, it was one of the like very few sports that maybe reflected. I was able to reflect a lot of things. You know, maybe my confidence. I had issues with my confidence, and it was, you know. And it was really hard getting in the ring there, you know, being like a boxer. And now even as a coach growing up, you know, and being in the corner, it's the same thing. That was a good push, but like changing like the sport here, like in Egypt, and working with women and changing the whole I don't want to say change the culture. Like, I can't do that. You know what I mean? I can't do this. But I really want them to be accepted, just like in in other sports. You know, they kind of like in other sports, like especially martial arts, like here in Egypt, like girls and even weightlifting, and like they sort of like they've had it going a long time ago. So this is why, like, I really want them in that sport to prove themselves. There's good quality boxers here. They could get somewhere.
Boxing is one of those sports that feeds the true animal in us that we have. You know, I think it creates champions. If you go to the military in the United States or any military school, I imagine in the world, one of the things they have to do is box. They have to box. It creates leaders. It creates a mindset that allows you to be successful in life. You know, I'm an administrator at a high school, and part of the success that I have is that I deal with kids that are rough kids, and many times those rough kids will tell you, you know, I've had kids say, Torres, they call me Torres. Torres, I'm gonna kick your ass today. I look at them, kind of smile, and says, well, I've had my ass kicked, but it won't be by you today. And we just kind of, you know, and we joke back and forth, and everything allows me to reach that. But boxing allows you to get this confidence to tackle life, that you say, you know what, I've been hit hard before, and I can handle this. And it just allows you to be successful. You know, Richard is great at that. He can look at a situation and evaluate it very quickly, makes you think quick on your feet for successful outcomes. So that's what boxing allows you to become a winner in life.
Because if you physically dominate another human being, you feel like you're better than that human being. And that's what I love about boxing. It means that I'm mentally stronger, I'm physically stronger, and I'm emotionally stronger. And there's a satisfaction you get with that. And I box for that satisfaction.
Comienzo, se me hacía muy, o sea, decir, dedicarme al boxeo y policía era algo como medio imposible, pero siempre a mí me han gustado los retos. Entonces, yo en mi trabajo he cumplido totalmente ¿cómo se puede decir? El horario y el servicio al cual correspondo. Y posterior a eso, me ha tocado, por eso yo agradezco bastante a mi entrenador, a las personas que han entrenado conmigo, a las personas que me han brindado los espacios para entrenar, porque no he podido entrenar en un horario normal, sino después de mis actividades. Entrenar después 9, 8, 10 de la noche, cansado de ir a dormir, levantarme 4 de la mañana con mi entrenador, me seguía en una bicicleta o en un carro, y posterior en eso irme al trabajo. Entonces ha sido cositas bien, un poquito de sacrificios que en su tiempo a veces uno ya se cansa, ¿sabes? El cuerpo también tiene a llegar a un cansancio, pero la gran satisfacción es los méritos que uno tiene después. Debuté, me fue bien en el debut. Bueno, primero en las peleas amateur me fueron bien, en las peleas de exhibición para carteleras profesionales. Después me ofrecieron la propuesta para ingresar al boxeo profesional. Me fue bien. La segunda pelea gané por KO. Entonces cada vez estoy más fuerte, cada vez estoy más decidido. Y creo que eso es lo más importante en el boxeo, que la parte física o el talento para boxear. Para mí creo que es la cabeza combinarle al corazón. Cuando uno pelea por corazón, porque a mí me gusta el boxeo. Yo desde niño siempre me gustó el boxeo. Soy un fiel fanático del boxeo. Y ahora vivir del boxeo, sentir al boxeo dentro de uno, es algo una felicidad que, mire, hay personas que después del trabajo pueden ir a descansar y a pasar con su familia. Caso contrario, que yo paso en el gimnasio entrenando, pero yo tengo ese rédito, que soy boxeador y que me gusta el boxeo, me gusta el deporte de los puños. Entonces es algo que nadie me puede dar esa felicidad, ese gusto propio, ese gusto personal que yo tengo.
I think it's that I'm not good at it naturally. That's what it is. It's like a lot of things in my, like, school came so easy to me. I would sleep during class and get A+. Like, I wouldn't, like, just very easy. Basketball came so easy to me. It's second nature. A lot of different sports were just easy, and boxing was not. And that's what keeps me addicted to it, where it's every single day I go in the gym and I'm like, you need to work your absolute hardest, because you're like, and I don't tell myself that I'm not naturally good at it, but I'm like, you need to work hard. And it's that constant have to like hard work. And honestly, I remember reading something from Katie Taylor where they asked her after she won like her 5th world title, like how she feels about it. And she's like, I don't know, I get a gold medal, I go home, I put it in a box, and then I just move on to the next one. And that's something I've always done throughout my boxing, where I don't dwell on things I've done, whether it's a loss or a win, because to me, there's always so much more to do. And that's what keeps me addicted, is that if I keep working hard, I will keep being successful. And success isn't just measured in gold medals. Success is measured in personal growth within the ring, development within the sport, if I'm impacting other people in a positive way. So that's what really pulls me into the sport, is just that constant state of growth and development.
Boxing is for everyone. And everyone can have different goals of where they exactly want to get to. It might just start off with, wanting to lose a bit of weight, maybe learn how to defend themselves, and it can grow from there, and find something amazing, whether it just be a love for the sport, and maybe a bit fitter, a bit healthier, and then realizing that you can achieve things that maybe you didn't think was possible beforehand. You've got to get outside your comfort zone to try these things.